All right, welcome to the Not Move podcast. This week, happy 4th of July, everyone. This week,
Yeah,
we're going to be breaking down WWE, all pro wrestling, AEW, a little bit of everything. So, first thing we want to kick off is a review of Night of Champions. Now, earlier, both Robert and I gave predictions on what we thought was going to happen at Night of Champions. I did drop the ball on one match, but I called everything right except for one, and that was the Sami Zayn carrying cross match. Any input on that, guys? What did you guys think of that match?
I mean, with that match, man, I think they could have done better. I think they should have gave Karrion Cross. I mean, that push, man. Karrion Cross. We've been wanting that push. We didn't get that push that we wanted, and I'm a little bit disappointed about how the match went, and then how it ended. I'm disappointed with that match, honestly. How did you feel with
Robert,
that?
if I may, I understand what you're saying with a lot of people wanting the carry and cross push, but I would dare to say that this might be part of a longer storyline with Sami Zayn and carrying cross. I think I know myself believing that Sammy actually deserves the push. I believe his time has to be sometime late this year, early next year. I think if you don't move on him soon, then you're gonna miss the ball on him. So I think his time has to come, and I can see that if he should win the title, that they circle back to Karrion Cross with him. Because Karrion
Yeah,
Cross is a really interesting guy that he's got so many unsettled stories with people that they really can bring him into anybody at any time.
Agreed, agreed.
well,
Another match on that card that was obviously Jade Cargill, and I just want to just hit quick on that. Uh, she's getting her push, obviously. The costume, the storm costume, man, that really put me over the top with that. I really think they did a good job on her wardrobe. Um, you guys input on Jade Cargill?
man, for one, I want to get this off my chest, man. Saudi, I don't know why y'all were booing her. I don't understand it. Why? That's what I want to ask y'all. And for two, I think it was a great match. I think Jade deserves this push, but I think they're setting up Naomi cashing in and a WrestleMania match between Jade Cargill and Naomi. That's what they're trying to set up. That's what I'm seeing right now. Naomi's going to cost her at SummerSlam. Naomi's going to win the title, and then Jade's going to win at SummerSlam. That's what I'm seeing.
Zip, Jade
Robert,
Cargill?
you know what? I agree with Robert 100% on this. I mean, it seems as though Jade is about to have her moment taken away from her, with Naomi being the reason why. Um, if it doesn't play out that way, it would be interesting, but all signs are pointing to that. And you know what? Good for them. Now, and I'm with you with one more thing, too. What did Saudi have against Jade Cargill?
Yeah,
Well, and
I
they,
don't
they were
understand.
cheering Sami Zayn for sure.
Yeah, but
Um,
Oh,
then like
yeah, for sure.
when Jade came out, it's like she's a face. So why are y'all booing her? And they were booing Naomi too. It's like, shoot, they just want to boo all of them. I don't want to say what I'm seeing, but
Just remember this. They did boo Bianca Belair in Europe.
yep.
Just saying, overseas is a different beast.
yeah, man.
All right. Some other matches. What other one do you guys want to hit on?
Let's hit on that Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa match right there.
Ooh,
I
that was a
think
good
that
one.
I think that match right there was really good. A lot of unexpected things happened. The Tonga's back. Tongalua, he's back, and his brother, not the other brother, but
Hikaleo.
what's his name? Hikaleu.
Hikaleo.
Yeah, he's made his WWE debut. What do y'all think on that? What's your thoughts on that?
Go ahead, Zip.
After after nearly a year, we finally get Hikaleo. Um, Hikaleo is a very, very talented wrestler. He's young too. Well, compared to his brothers, he's young. Um, they really could give him some time for growth and put him in the same position they did Solo, whereas Solo sat in the background until he was ready to take the forefront. they can do the same with Hikuleo. Just let him play the big, strong guy for a while. But he's different than a lot of other tall guys. He can really go. So I think the future's bright for Hikuleo, barring injury. That the future's bright. And as far as the match itself, I didn't think it was the greatest match, but I think they accomplished what they wanted to. They continue the storyline, they continue the feud, and there's still some parts to be played. Where's Tama Tonga going to be in all of this?
Zilla's going to be making his debut.
Where's Zilla going to be? Exactly.
Where's Zilla going to play? We know where Jimmy's playing right now. He's on Jacob's side right now, as we can see. So where's Jay? I guess it's going to be Jay, Jimmy, and Jacob.
Yeah.
Roman's got to come back at some point.
Yeah, when's Roman come back, right?
When Roman comes back, he's going to be in a different feud. He's going to be with CM Punk and Seth Rollins. That's going to be a feud.
I see
right
that
there.
happening. Yeah.
I don't see him being in the bloodline drama right now, as of right now.
Yeah, kind of taking a back seat from that whole drama.
Yeah, I see him. I see him going with this feud. I can see him messing up Seth Rollins' cash in. Honestly, I can see Seth Rollins going to cash in, and Roman Reigns spears the hell out of him.
And then Randy and Cena, right? I was sold Randy was going to win that match, or Randy and Cody. I was definitely sold that Randy was going to win that match. I changed my mind last minute and I switched it to Cody because I love Cody and he's my guy. But that's crazy. They kicked it off with that match. And it's crazy that was the ending they had because I thought all signs did really point to Randy and Cena. Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Robert. Pardon me.
No. Go ahead, Zip. No,
I was going to say, Robert, I feel you, but I also felt like I know the WWE at points, and this is one of those times when I felt like I was dialed in. They gave us the Cena Orton go home already. You know, they gave us the goodbye match. So I always felt like the business wasn't complete between Cena and Cody. So I always felt like we had to at least get one more match. So it kind of made sense for them to go this way.
Yeah, yeah.
By the way, not a bad match either. Not a bad match.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't at all, man. It was just, but what if the results were different? I think we would have got a better match at SummerSlam. Just saying, because I think the WrestleMania match that we seen with Cody and Cena wasn't all that. Wasn't a great match. If we go back and look at, were y'all amazed by that match at WrestleMania?
You talk about not moved.
I was not moved at all, man.
It's like. Go ahead, Robert.
No. Go ahead. Say what you're saying.
Oh, man. No. I was just eagerly ready to hit on that Cena match.
Oh yeah, that's what I was about to move on towards. That's why I said go ahead, say what you're gonna say.
Cena and CM Punk, huh? Did you guys see that one coming? I thought there was no way they were gonna get the belt off Cena.
Well, me personally, I said this in my live, and I'm gonna go ahead and say I was wrong. I thought we were gonna get a Roman Reigns return. It did not happen. Instead, we had Seth Rollins come out, and then for some reason we had Penta and Sami Zayn. But I was down with it. It was pretty cool.
Well, we were hearing rumblings. Remember, Robert, we were hearing rumblings that Brock Lesnar was spotted there, and there was no Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, there's no Brock Lesnar either. Did y'all see when Penta went to go save John Cena, and he was doing his little slow walk, taking his time?
Right.
That was funny, man.
I love little things like that. There's little nuances in wrestling that makes it entertaining for me, and something like that is one of them. The guy you're going to save is getting beat down, but you have to get your entrance walk in. Like it would be like when Jeff Hardy would go to save Matt Hardy, but he would have to stop and do his little dance for 30 seconds or so while the beatdown happens. It's things like that accelerate or move a match up for me. Is it silly? Is it unnecessary? Is it over the top? Yes, but so is wrestling. I love things like that.
Right.
And as for the
That
match itself, I really enjoyed this match. I like everything they did about it. I like the run-ins. I like the fact that CM Punk and Cena looked like they were going to have a moment. Um, it all kind of fit their stories throughout the career. It was really well done.
it was a great match all around, in my opinion. It was
Yeah, it was
10
a good
times
card.
better.
I enjoyed it. I liked that it was early because obviously the time difference. So it was nice to not have to watch a pay-per-view late at night, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was actually really good, man. Now, if we move on to that Monday, the Monday after we had a tag team match between the New Day and Finn Balor and JD McDonough,
Yep.
and the New Day lost their titles. What do y'all think about that match?
I'll
What's
let
your
Zip hit
thoughts?
on it.
You said what?
I said I'll let Zip hit on it.
I bet.
What did they really do with the New Day other than give them their WrestleMania moment? And
I
a
don't.
lot of people got mad. A lot of people got mad. Like, why would they have the New Day on the WrestleMania in a match against the War Raiders? And it wasn't all that. But just realize the New Day. I think they've only won one time at Mania, if ever. I don't know if they've even won as a tag team on Mania. So
Nope.
that was just
I
about
think
giving
that's
them. Yeah, that was
their
just about
moment.
giving them their moment. An acknowledgement of what they've done. So I've never had a problem with that. Unfortunately, there was really nothing. It didn't seem like they really had a plan for the New Day after that, after giving them their moment. There was no real tag team storyline. Is
I mean,
I guess take
uh,
the titles off? Sure.
and just like you're saying, Zip, that's like what they did with Jey Uso at WrestleMania. They just gave him his moment. They let him win the title. They didn't have him no real stories behind it, besides Gunther maybe, but they didn't know what they were doing with him. It's just that us fans had them push him. So I guess that was basically a test run for him. And I don't know
I
about the
hope
New
so.
Day. They definitely need to have Jey Uso back in the title reign, man.
Well, and as you're
Yeah.
speaking on Gunther, we got the big match coming up, Goldberg versus Gunther.
Oh
I
yeah,
gave my
man.
prediction. I gave my prediction for that match. I said that Goldberg is going to win, and the reason Goldberg is going to win is because his son is going to interfere.
Well, I would like to change my prediction. I
That
would
was
like to
my bold
change my prediction.
prediction. That was my hot take.
I had Goldberg winning it, but I would like to change mine.
You're going to
And
change on me, huh? You're going to switch it up to Gunth?
the only reason I'm switching it up is because after the promo Gunther gave me Monday,
Hot.
I was I was ready. I was Gunther all the way. Gunther's winning this. That promo had me. His promo had me beat. Like I knew Gunther ain't coming around to play around. He's done lost the title one too many times. They're not gonna let him lose the title that fast. I
Yeah,
don't see it
I could see
happening.
that.
If one
Uh,
thing I love about Goldberg, and I know a lot of people aren't crazy, but one thing I love about Goldberg is you never really know if he's going to win or lose. He always brings that question mark with him that he just could win. Unfortunately, I don't think this is that time. If you really want to push Gunther as the wrestler's wrestler, as that guy, as a potential monster heel, he has to get this win. He
Gotcha.
has to
Right.
get this one.
Beat the legend.
You got to beat the legend.
I agree
And
with that.
this would be a solid exit for Goldberg too. You know, I'm sure that Gunther is not going to make him look bad. He's going to, give top-notch effort. Goldberg can handle a solid loss to a guy like Gunther. Make Gunther look strong. Make Goldberg look strong on his way out.
facts. I mean, and this is his retirement match, so why have him win the title on man?
Yeah, that's true too.
Facts.
And I mean, unless they're gonna have Seth Rollins cash in right then and there.
They could.
I mean, that's a
That's a good point.
possibility. But that's another
Can't rule
question,
it
y'all. Do
out.
y'all think we will see a Seth Rollins cash in at Saturday Night Main Event? What do y'all think? Y'all think we're gonna see a Seth Rollins cash in?
I don't personally,
You can never rule it out.
but it's a possibility. Yeah.
I definitely can see it, man. I mean, but I really think he's going for the undisputed championship. I think he's going for the other one. I think he's gonna take it off Cena. I'm
So you
calling it
think
now.
so, huh?
At SummerSlam, he's taking it off of Cena.
Wow. Okay, there's your hot take.
I gotta admit, I think he cashes in, but I don't think he wins.
Oh wow.
Ooh, okay.
I think that is the perfect chance. Once he cashes in, that is the perfect chance for that Roman return. Roman to screw him right back.
That's true. Yeah, but what is Roman going to do against? You got Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, all going to be out there at the same time. The Braun
It's time to
brothers.
pass the torch. And not to say that Roman is an old guy, but if you want to give Bronson Reed the rub, if you want to give Braun Breaker the rub, let them start having matches against a guy like Roman.
Facts.
Eventually, they'll get their win. They can have 5 matches against Roman. All they need to do is win one. Just that one win will carry them a long way.
I mean, that's true. Like, beating someone like Roman ain't that easy. I mean, there's only been
Exactly.
three or four people that's pinned Roman in 5 years, and one being Mr. Yeetman himself, the other being Solo Sikoa, the other being
Jey Uso.
no, Cody
Jay
Rhodes.
pinned him.
Yeah, Jay. Yeah,
Jay
so
pinned
Mr.
him, but
Yeetman.
it was a tag match, but he did pin him.
But he still pinned him.
All
That
right, I want
counts.
to do a quick spoiler alert. So if you guys don't want to hear some spoilers, I would just stop listening for a second. Robert, you heard some breaking news today, huh?
Yeah, man. I heard there's going to be a special return tonight by the name of Drew McIntyre.
Ooh.
I heard we're going to have a great return tonight. Zip, what you think about that?
Here's the thing. I love Drew McIntyre's character. I just wonder where he fits. And what I mean is, tell me the difference between a Karrion Kross and a Drew McIntyre, and I'll tell you why Karrion Kross is not getting his push. Because see, Drew is basically everything that we've thought Karrion could always be. I do like Drew. I think he's tremendous in the ring. I think he's tremendous out the ring. Having him back is nothing but a plus. I just think it's going to push a lot of people who think that Karrion should get that push. I think this is a step down. To bring somebody up, somebody has to go down. It's always a check and balance in wrestling.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Okay, well, this is the spoiler. So Drew McIntyre is gonna start off with Cody, and then Cody's gonna cut his promo. What's his name? Damn, Randy Orton's gonna come out and cut him off, tell him to beat Cena's ass. Then Drew McIntyre is gonna come out, and when Drew McIntyre comes out, he's gonna try to start a feud between Cody and Randy. And then Drew McIntyre is going to learn what the 3 most dangerous words in wrestling entertainment is.
RKO.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What was the other surprise return you had for us, Robert?
Damn, I can't. Who was it supposed to return? Trish Stratus.
No, Trish Stratus.
Trish Stratus. Yeah, Trish Stratus is supposed to return to face Tiffy after, if right before SummerSlam. I'm pretty sure they're supposed to fight at Evolution.
And then you did get wind of a retirement, right, Robert?
Oh yes, we have. This is AJ Styles has signed a 1-year deal with the WWE for his retirement tour.
Yeah, I think we all saw this one pretty much coming. AJ has said numerous times in interviews that he wasn't long for the wrestling world. Right. So this just kind of put a stamp on it, and it's a shame because I think a lot of us agree that he has so much more to offer wrestling. Not just in the ring. Hopefully, this is just an in the ring thing, and maybe he can contribute in other ways behind the scenes. But if he is stepping away, then it's well deserved and an amazing career.
Yep, all those years and TNA, and it's finally coming. Father Time's undefeated. We're seeing it with Cena.
Facts.
Now we're seeing it
Well,
again with AJ Styles.
I don't think it's father time with AJ Styles. I think it's AJ Styles. They're not going to give him a big push, and he knows that. He knows that. That's why he's going to have this Intercontinental Champion reign, because this is going to be his final reign. Like, they're going to end it with the Intercontinental Championship. I mean, he's going to beat Dom for it, of course. Which they still haven't figured out when they're going to do that match, because Dom's acting like he's hurt.
Talk about a backbone of a company in the Indies. AJ Styles was the backbone for Impact.
Yeah.
For years.
So he's definitely one of my all-time favorite wrestlers. And when I heard the news, it definitely made me sad. But at the same time, like, there's life outside of wrestling, and he's a good dad, and he can spend time with his kids, and all the time that he's already devoted to multiple companies. I feel like this is the farewell tour he deserves.
And please allow me to say one thing about him too. The WWE would better do their best to put him in a situation where he signs a Legends contract, because I get the feeling that Tony Khan may throw some money at him.
Right.
To say, hey, have one or two more matches, have a couple of dream matches. We never got to see you and Okada here in the U.S. Oof. They got it in Japan. We want it here in America. Families. We haven't seen you and Omega in many, many years. That we've never seen you guys on the main stage. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying the WWE should be smart about this and say, hey, we will pay you what you need, to sign this Legends contract and not go elsewhere.
I don't know about that, because Triple H's been fucking up lately. Triple H's been messing up lately.
Yeah, I mean, you're not lying.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you, the panel, this. Is AJ Styles a Hall of Famer?
Yeah.
Without question.
No, hold on. Here's the thing. He's not a Hall of Famer for WWE. He might be a Hall of Famer for another company, but not in WWE. I don't think he has enough body of work in the WWE to be a WWE Hall of Famer.
Common, if I may, the WWE's Hall of Fame isn't strictly just WWE. It's a wrestling Hall of Fame. That's why guys like Abdullah the Butcher and the Great Muta are in. So with that being said, yes, he is a Hall of Famer, but I do understand Common's point. Personally, even under the WWE, I would still give AJ the nod, but I can understand why somebody would think that he wouldn't, only because of the amount of time he's there with the achievements compared to what he's done elsewhere.
Right. Yeah. See, I didn't know it was just a wrestling Hall of Fame. I thought WWE. I thought it was WWE's Hall of Fame.
Yeah, it's like an all wrestling, like the Von Erichs are in, but meanwhile, only 2 Von Erichs wrestled in the WWE.
Right. Exactly.
So.
Right.
All right.
So, I mean,
anything else anyone wants to hit on or for wrestling?
Yeah, I wanted to hit on Night of Champions was horrible.
You didn't like it?
Needs to step his game up.
You didn't
like it?
No, the matches were boring. You didn't think the matches was boring? I mean, listen. We're talking about WWE. We're talking about over in Saudi Arabia. Like, you don't think they could have did more? You don't think it could have been more?
I mean, yeah, I think they could have done a little bit more. They could have. I mean, I was expecting a Roman return. Instead, I got a Sami Zayn and Penta.
Yeah, you know, listen.
I can see where you're coming from.
For Saudi Arabia, you know what I mean? All that money over there, they was supposed to leave. They should still have their mouths open by the show that should have been put on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it should have been a jaw dropper.
A lot of comment. I need to remind you of one thing. Do you remember the WWE's very first show over there? They treated it like it was a house show. Go back and watch now. My point being is they treat this all. They don't treat it like it's on par with a SummerSlam or a WrestleMania or a Survivor Series. They treat it not even like it's a main pay-per-view. They just treat it
But
like
then,
it's a premium show, but
I'm
it's
about
not
to say
considered one of their
like
elite top shows.
yeah, they treat it like a special edition of SmackDown or Raw.
Yes, exactly. But my point is, don't expect them to go all out for any of those shows because they never have in the past. We've had
that's
title
true.
changes there, but it's never been treated as a must. Absolutely, you guys gotta watch. It's going to be the most phenomenal thing, the most amazing wrestling that they put together. No, it's never been that for them. Although I do want to point out one thing for everybody. I do believe the Royal Rumble this year is in Saudi Arabia. Next year, I
Ooh.
should say.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. You're not. Yep. It's
Well, and
in.
a lot of people can say that WrestleMania fell short too. After WrestleMania went off air, I heard a lot of people saying that they underperformed or they were not moved.
I mean, that's because they just saw WrestleMania 40. But you got to think every 10 years they
Yes.
give you an amazing WrestleMania. It's because it's a century. WrestleMania has been there another century. Like WrestleMania 50, it's going to be a huge WrestleMania, and then you're going to get like this WrestleMania wasn't as big
Where
And
the
because
you know what
WWE.
else? I don't know if y'all noticed this. I know I've noticed it. I think Jay Uso, I think his reign at the top, I think he's about to get demoted because,
well,
and I'm gonna tell you why. Now look, I'm gonna tell you why. Because it seems like they don't put backing behind him. Yo, Jay ain't held a belt for 6 months.
yeah, that's crazy. That
They
was
won't let
crazy. Like
Jay can't hold a belt for 6 months.
they do him dirty, and he gets the most sales. He has the most sales in merch right now.
Dog, he can't hold a belt for 6 months. No, I'm dog. Like his first belt was what, 38 days?
Dirt, you know, it was it was
It was
no, it was
quick.
28 days. It was 28 days. It was a month.
Yeah, it was a month. And now this belt was what, 3.5, 3.5 or something like that before he lost
It
it?
was 58 days. 58 days.
Two and a
Well, and
half,
again,
like dog. Like, yo, like, come on. Like,
that's the evolution of wrestling, though. There are not feuds, rivalries don't last as long, title reigns don't last as long as they did back in the day.
Microwave wrestling, man.
nah,
Everything happens at a fast pace,
no,
which is why Roman's title reign was so impressive
no,
and was so
that's what
spectacular.
I'm saying. But Roman's title reign was what it was because of his status. I think for some unknown reason, Jay, I don't know why, but they're not backing Jay like they did Raw.
They
Well,
need
there's a
to.
difference. There's a difference in style between Roman and Jay. Admittedly,
No, but
I love Jay, but Roman has a different
I know the
feel.
difference in style. I'm talking about as far as
Yeah,
energy.
yeah.
Well, you know what I mean? Like they're not putting the
Fair enough.
energy behind Jay like nothing. Like I don't know. Like dog, I don't know. I just think if they were really serious about Jay,
No.
he would have a
So
belt longer than 28 days. Like
that's what it
Fair
is.
enough.
Paul, that's common, right?
yeah, it's me, baby.
All right, bet. So that's what it is, common. This was basically the test run. That's what everybody's saying. This is the test run to see if he's good with a belt. So we'll find out from a month from now if they're going to give Jey Uso another belt run, and if they do, it's going to be much longer than the first one.
But Robert, can I ask this? Wasn't that Intercontinental title reign? Wasn't that supposed to be the test run to see how the response would be with him with the belt?
Honestly, I don't think
Then you make him the world champ, and you still take it off of him early. It just seems like as we said before, there was no plan. There was really no design other than to say, "Here's a moment."
Yeah, that's what it was. It's because the fans kept emailing Triple H and texting Triple H, letting Triple H know, hey, push Jey Uso, push Jey Uso. So he pushed him, but he didn't have a plan for him. That's what I'm saying. Next time around, they're going to have a plan for Jey Uso. They're going to have rivalries. Like Sami Zayn, like Seth Rollins. They're gonna make rivalries for this man next time.
Hey, yo, what do y'all think about this? This is my take. This is what I always said. Some way, somehow, John Cena will not retire a heel.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
John.
agree
Yeah,
completely. I think he goes out with cheers.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
not.
he's
He's
not
not
going
going to
anywhere.
retire a heel.
100%.
He's
I
already
don't know
out in the
how.
stage.
I don't know how they're going to swing it. I don't know how they're going to swing. I don't know if he's going to. If Rock's going to come out there and try to help him, he's going to go against the Rock. Something I don't know. But all I know is I don't see John Cena leaving a heel. I just
It
don't
has
see
to
it.
be R-Truth. Common, it has to be R-Truth.
Well,
R-Truth has to be the
hold on.
one to either bring him back, or R-Truth has to go heel, bringing John Cena back to the fan favorite. But it has to be him. As the one
Hey,
person
Zip.
that's always believed in him in wrestling, it has to be him.
Hey Zip, you gotta put some respect on his name. It's not R-Truth no more.
Pardon
Ron
me.
Killings.
Absolutely right. Ron Killings, you're absolutely right.
Put some respect on some Ron Killings over here, man.
I'm
He
glad
is
For
he's
the
sure.
truth.
back. I was sad when I heard they let him go. I'm like, not like this, and then he came back. That was awesome.
Yo, I was so
I
happy,
think
bro.
everyone felt that.
Well, no, from
Yo,
what I understand, they offered him a contract to change his character, and he had said no. That's why originally he was released, and I guess he agreed to go into the wrong, with the new character.
I think it had to do with the direction of where they wanted to take him. And
Right.
I think it's a combination of both. Well, I think it's a combination of them coming to an agreement and the loudness of how the fans got, because the fans got the WWE universe got very loud about this. So all those factors together said, hey, we have to make this work.
Right.
that's exactly what it was, man. What were you saying,
Well, I
Colin?
think we hit on
Good for
that.
Ron Killings.
I was saying that I had read. Well, I don't know. I was watching Entertainment Tonight. It was one of them shows or whatever. It was one of them through channels or whatever, and it was something like they offered him a contract because he really didn't want to change his character. He liked being himself. He liked being and he didn't want to change his character, and they wanted him to turn into like a heel bad guy type thing, and he didn't want to, so that's why initially they had
Let him go.
let him go. Said, all right, well, your contract, we're going to part ways, and then I guess he decided to buy into the Ron Killings thing, and you know what I mean, and he's still here. He came back. I will say I love the way they brought him back.
Facts.
That was great. I like that. But so what else we got for? Oh, I got one more thing for y'all.
All right, what you got, Robert?
The main event on Friday Night SmackDown. We got Solo Sikoa and JC versus Jacob Fatu and Big Jim Uso. Who's winning? Who y'all got winning? And how y'all think this match is gonna go?
To me, this is very simple. Hikuleo hasn't been presented on SmackDown yet, has he?
Nope.
This is how you make your SmackDown debut. Hope that answers your question.
You're calling a debut. You hearing this right now?
I'm calling a debut.
I like that.
I'm calling a debut.
I like that, Zip.
I think because they gave Solo Night of Champions, he's going to lose at SmackDown.
Okay. I like that. What's your take, JB?
Well, he's behind the
I
scenes.
told
So
you, JB. Adrian. My bad. I'm tired of it. What's your take, Adrian?
yeah, I'm gonna side with Zip. I like his prediction there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Zip, and I think what I'm thinking we'll see. I'm thinking Jay might come out. I'm thinking we might see the Eat Man.
Yup.
Possible.
I I think we're gonna. I think Solo's gonna. His little goons are gonna come out, and then Jay's gonna come out help his big brother and Fatu, and that's gonna start the alliance.
Can I just respond to that with something really quick? Um, One of the things that when people talk about wrestling is the Attitude Era, and one of the things that made the Attitude Era incredible was there was a lot of factions during that time period. So I'm all in favor of Solo Sokoa having his faction. Um, I guess Jacob Fatu might become the leader, or maybe it's Jay that'll become the leader. I'm not sure how they'll do that. Become a leader of their faction. I love the faction warfare in wrestling because it gives you that anything can happen between any group at any moment. And I
Yeah,
just wish they went a little back to a little more. Like I felt like they started something with the Judgment Day, but they never gave them that group to go against. It was just individuals. So that's something that, and with the amount of people that they have on a roster, I hope they at least explore the avenue of adding more factions. And this would be a great way to at least start it again.
Do you like
That
the
would-
Braun Breaker, Seth Rollins, Paul Heyman faction? Do you like that, Zip?
Yeah.
I like everything with Paul Heyman.
Right.
The guy's incredible, and he can take somebody who's already a star like Seth Rollins and make him just, when you consider him one of the best, he can take that and still push it up another notch. If you want to put the Rockets to anybody, all you have to do is stand Paul Heyman next to him, and you look at them differently. He's amazing. And by the way, his promo that he did earlier this week was it this week or the week before, was one of the greatest promos I've ever seen from anyone at any time, where he just completely spoke truth. He was a bit overboard, but in his Paul Heyman way, but just completely spoke truth. The man is phenomenal.
Yeah, he's the GOAT of
Literally,
managers, in my opinion.
he's
one
a
of the best.
national treasure when it comes to wrestling. He's a national treasure.
Yeah,
There's a
don't know.
reason why
Hey, yo,
he's
Zip,
all
I don't know. I don't know if he can top that promo he did with Vince McMahon when he talked about ECW and all that, and how his kids and that promo was the most classic shit ever.
Well, remember when he
Greatness.
sold the role where he with Roman, where he like literally looked ill? Like he commits 110%.
Yeah.
Completely. He's old school.
Yep, I love that old school. I love old school wrestling. I'm more of an old school head than I am a new school, but still love to watch it.
Hell yeah.
Just to accentuate that point, remember when he was with Solo and they were stressing him out the whole time? Take
Yeah.
a good look at Paul Heyman's face. He didn't shave. He didn't shave at all during that time. His tie wasn't perfect. It's little things like that that makes him the GOAT.
Yep.
He played it all the way through. You don't see that much nowadays.
Right.
Yeah, he definitely came in WWE, and in my opinion, he took the crown from Bobby the Brain as the manager.
Yep. I would agree with you.
Nobody was better than Bobby the Brain back in the day.
All right, guys. I think we hit on everything. Just wanted to wish everyone a happy 4th of July. Make sure everyone stays safe tonight. And we'll see you guys on Tuesday. We're going to bring on a new subject.
A-Train, before we go, may I apply one more subject very briefly to everyone? If that's okay with you.
Yeah, go ahead.
In a little more than a week from now is All In, which is AEW's WrestleMania.
Right.
And I bring this up because I just want to point out, for the first time in 7 years, we are going to get a Kenny Omega versus Okada match.
Yes, sir.
Now, for anyone who may not know about these two, I am just going to implore you to go watch their matches. They had 4 incredible matches in New Japan. Watch them. Watch them in order. Everybody will talk about one match in particular when Kenny Omega became the champ. Watch all of them and see the story that gets told through the four. It's that good. It is considered possibly, in some people's mind, to be the greatest match or the greatest series of matches ever. But they are going to have a match at All In. I don't know if it's going to live up to the quality. They're both older. Omega's going through some injuries, if you will, life-threatening illnesses. I don't know if they're going to be able to produce, but I know it won't be from a lack of trying.
The hype
Yeah,
yeah,
that-
so
would
Dave
be-
Meltzer a 5-star match, you know?
They're gonna
I think he broke. I think they broke the scale. I think he gave one of their matches a 7.
Right.
So I'm just saying, it's if you enjoy in-ring wrestling, and maybe not so much the storylines, but just in-ring action, watch All In, and you will get your money's worth. It will be that good.
I like that.
That's
Zip.
all.
I like that, Zip.
All right, big shout out Zip Zap, part of the Not Move podcast. Really, really glad to have you on the team, Zip.
Glad to be here.
All right, guys, I think we'll just end it on that.
Yeah,
All right.
thank you, Zip, for being here. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Zip Zap, always a great time
Brother,
with you around.
it's always a pleasure to speak to you, gentlemen.
Absolutely.
And just
All right,
like
man. Happy
football,
4th, y'all.
and just like in football, in wrestling, I'm 280 pounds, 6'4". I don't move so easy. Not moved.
Not moved.
Not moved.
Yes. Stop.
Happy 4th, everyone.
Happy 4th.